UPSC keeps asking questions from the constitutional development in India in British time period. Now, one such interesting example and a very important question that was asked by UPSC Prelims exam 2022 is this question that says that in the Government of India Act 1919, the functions of provincial government were divided into reserved and transferred. Which of the following were treated as reserved subject? अब एक सिंपल सी बात समझिए that when you talk about the Government of India Act 1919, it gave the most important provision of this act was diarchy. What was diarchy? In this diarchy, the subjects were divided into two parts. One was called reserved subjects. One of them they were called transferred subjects. Now, when you talk about the reserved subjects, they had to be dealt by the British. If you talk about the transferred subject, they had to be administered by the Indian ministers. Correct? Now, certainly and naturally, the British kept the most important subjects, most important fields, which would give them the authority to control the people with them, and they kept them as reserved subjects. And they transferred the subjects which were more difficult to deal with and less important for them to the Indian ministers. Correct? Now, if you talk about the British, certainly they kept super important subjects like administration of justice, no, like land revenue, like police, with them to keep controlling the people. And they transferred the more responsible subjects like local self government to the Indian ministers. No, so answer here would be 1, 3, and 4. 1, 3, and 4 they were the reserved subject. But again, if you see that second is incorrect and you start eliminating second from A, second from D, and second from B, you will again get the same answer 1, 3, and 4. So C would be the correct answer. But here you have to figure out that if you can solve a question from multiple methods, you can always reduce the possibility of negative marking in your UPSC preliminary examination.